Welcome to the What I Wish I Knew After Pregnancy Loss podcast. I am your host, Shana Southern. I am an angel mum, a rainbow mum, a pregnancy loss practitioner, and trauma-informed coach. I created the Institute of Healing Through Pregnancy Loss out of my own experience with loss in the hopes to provide understanding and healing, educating people on pregnancy loss, and creating more women or men in trained support roles. In this podcast, I hope to shed light on what I wish I knew in relation to pregnancy loss, opening up the conversation, breaking the stigma, and bringing real-life stories plus guest experts. Thank you for being here with me today, and let's dive into today's episode. Welcome back. I have a new name, a new direction, and even deeper conversations ahead. Welcome to What I Wish I Knew Beyond Loss, the intersection of fertility, trauma, and purpose. This podcast has always been about the things I wished I had known after pregnancy loss. But as I've grown, so has this space. Now we're expanding the conversation to not only talk about loss, but the journey beyond it. From navigating fertility after trauma to stepping into purpose and even building a business in this space. We're diving deeper into the conversations that matter. I am your host, Shana Southern. I am an angel mum, a rainbow mum, a pregnancy loss practitioner, and trauma-informed coach. If you've been here for a while, you know this podcast has always been a space for open and honest conversations about pregnancy loss, fertility struggles, and healing. But with this new chapter, we're expanding. This isn't just about loss. It's about what comes after. It's about how you heal, how you navigate the complexities of reproductive health, and how you can turn your experiences into something meaningful. Whether that's finding your purpose, stepping into support work, or even building a trauma-informed business that changes lives. So in today's episode, I want to take you behind the scenes of this shift, why this expansion feels so aligned, and what you can expect moving forward. When I started this podcast, it was purely about the things I wished I had have known after my own loss. The missing conversations, the support that wasn't there, the knowledge gaps in both medical and emotional care. And while the foundation remains, I started noticing something over time. So many of the women who tuned in weren't just looking for healing, they were looking for purpose. I was getting messages from women who had walked this painful path and felt called to support others. Women who had gone through loss or struggled with infertility and wanted to turn their experience into something meaningful. Whether that was a coach, a doula, a healthcare professional, or someone just like you, who could hold space for others in a way they wished they had been done for them. And then I had another realization. So many of these women had hearts of gold, but had no idea where to start. They wanted to help, but they felt like they didn't have the right qualifications, or they didn't know how to structure their support, or they were afraid they wouldn't be taken seriously. And if they were already supporting others, they were struggling with burnout, undercharging, overgiving, or feeling like they weren't reaching the women who needed them most. That's when I knew this podcast had to evolve. So here's what you can expect moving forward. More real conversations. You'll still hear from incredible guests who have lived through reproductive challenges and loss, because sharing these stories is powerful. The knowledge you need. I have already shared in previous episodes trainings I have done around trauma, reproductive health, and postpartum, but we'll be diving deeper into trauma-informed care, nervous system healing, and the ways we can better support women on this journey, whether in personal healing or professional work. Bridging the knowledge gap. I'll be sharing more about my pregnancy loss and trauma-informed practitioner certification, which was created exactly for those of you who feel called to do this work but don't know where to start. Because support after loss shouldn't be guesswork. It needs to be trauma-informed, structured, and rooted in real understanding. Business and leadership in a sensitive niche. If you're already supporting women through pregnancy loss, infertility, or reproductive trauma, or you want to, This podcast will also help you build, expand, and scale your work in a way that feels good. Because burnout isn't the price you should pay for making an impact. This space is for you, whether you're still navigating your healing or ready to turn your pain into purpose. If you've been feeling that pull, that nudge, that maybe you're meant to be doing more, supporting women who are walking a path you know all too well, then I want you to know that you can. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to already be a coach or a doula or a therapist. You just need the willingness to learn and the heart to support. And that's why I created the Pregnancy Loss and Trauma-Informed Practitioner certification. This certification is built to bridge the gap in pregnancy loss support. It's for those of you who are ready to step into this work with confidence, knowing that you have the knowledge, structure, and tools to hold space in a truly transformative way. Inside, you'll learn how trauma affects the nervous system, fertility, and healing after loss, how to integrate nervous system regulation into your work, how to support postpartum recovery after loss, because every lost mum is postpartum, how to apply trauma-informed care in real client settings, how to build a business that allows you to support others without sacrificing yourself. And then if you want to really take your knowledge to the next level, I have the Legacy Lab mentorship, where we apply all you have learned and build your heart-led legacy business and your dream offerings. If this resonates with you, if you've been looking for a way to take your lived experience and turn it into something that changes lives, then I invite you to explore this path. You'll find the link to apply in the show notes, or you can DM me directly on Instagram and we'll chat about how this might be the right next step for you. This is just the beginning of this next chapter, and I cannot wait to bring you more of these conversations. If today's episode sparked something in you, let me know. Share it on Instagram, tag me, send me a DM. I'd love to hear how this is landing for you. And if you're really feeling that pull to step into this work, remember, you are needed. The support you wish you had is the support that you can now create for others. Thank you for being here, for sharing the space with me, and for being a part of this mission to change the way we approach reproductive challenges, loss, and healing. Until next time, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next episode. One in 4 pregnancies will result in miscarriage. 1 in 8 women will experience infertility. 1 in 100 women will experience recurrent miscarriage. And 1 in 160 births end in stillbirth. Have you been wanting to make a difference in the lives of women or men who have experienced pregnancy loss because you can see so many suffering in silence, but you just don't know how? Collectively, we can change how bereaved parents can access mental, physical, and emotional support after their experience. There is a lot of women with unhealed trauma, and there is a huge gap in the current support system when it comes to bereaved parents' recovery after loss. There are too many women and men suffering in silence. The Pregnancy Loss Practitioner certification is a worldwide, one-of-a-kind program that gives you proven methods designed for healthcare professionals, medical staff, midwives, nurses, doulas, birth workers, coaches, and angel parents alike. The Pregnancy Loss Practitioner certification is bridging that gap. It will give you a proven support structure to follow and education specific to pregnancy loss, created by a lost mum. It is creating more education specifically for loss so that you can enhance your service and become the point of difference. Or you can create the support that you so desperately needed in your healing after loss. This is the next level of growth and expansion you have been searching for. So does this sound like something that you have been searching for? Let's explore this more together. You can head to the episode show notes where you'll find the program application, or direct message me on Instagram and let's open up the conversation in how you can use this education. You have a gift, and I look forward to supporting you and witnessing you bring your gift to the world. healing, and transforming women's lives. Thank you for listening in with me today. I hope you found this episode helpful. If you did, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Take a screenshot of this episode, share it to social media, and tag me at instituteofhealing_PL. I love seeing what is resonating with you right now. If you want to chat further, I invite you to connect with me through Instagram. Head over and follow my Instagram account, send me a DM, and let's open the communication. If you want to know more about how you can be the support for others, head to the show notes and fill out the application form for the Pregnancy Loss Practitioner certification. I want to also note here that what I share within the episodes is not medical advice. If you need further support, please consult your doctor. Thank you again. Much love to you. Be gentle with yourself, and I look forward to supporting you on the next episode.